Right, so this is the next offering from Ceyomur. This is the CY70. The previous one I did was CY55. This has a little bit higher spec. So let's see what we've got. Again, the manual, not quite as thick as the other one. Probably not in as many languages, or you don't need so much information. Again, the accessories box. Same thing, we've got the strap, the mounting bracket that you can mount to walls, and the cable for connecting to a PC or Mac. So that can stay in there for now. And then the camera. Get rid of the box. Now this one's camouflage colour. The other one was just plain. You can see the difference straight away. This has 3 PIRs pointing in different directions, which gives you an overall coverage of 120 degrees, whereas the previous model was only 90 degrees. But other than that, it's pretty much the same. Again, nice catches, positive. Although these are plastic, the other ones had metal loops, which I thought was slightly nicer. Again, your 6-volt in direct if you want to plug in direct. Your standard 1/4 inch fitting for mounting on a tripod or onto the stand that's supplied. Your loops at the back for putting it onto the tree or whatever you want to put it on. Doesn't feel quite as substantial as the other one. I don't know why. It looks pretty much the same, but just feels a little bit more plasticky. But let's have a look inside. Oh, now this one is a bit more akin to the Bushnell. Looks much more like a Bushnell. The layout is completely different from the CY55, and the battery compartment is inside the back door, whereas the previous one was up through inside underneath. Card slot under here, just up in there, and your connection for computer in there. Quite a big screen, slightly bigger than the previous model that I tried. So yeah, let's stick some batteries in and we'll have a little look at that. This one is, the pictures quality goes up to 24 meg, whereas the previous one is only 20, and this will also take a 128 gig card, whereas the other one would only take a 32 gig. Obviously all these improvements are going to be reflected in the price, but we'll see what the quality of the images are like. So let's get some batteries in. Let's see what we can do. Now this one's much more obvious with the which way the batteries go, whereas the previous one, I'll put a link up actually to the previous one so you can have a look if you haven't already seen it. Which way are we going now? That way. Get confused myself. Again, this one is waterproof. Not submerged waterproof, but if it rains, you'll have no problems. So we go to the setup mode. Again, it comes on, asks you for batteries are dead. Let's find some new ones. Okay, let's try again. Better. Right, so the battery's quite low, so hopefully we'll get the settings all done. Menu, mode, photo, image size, resolution, language, photo and video, try that, PIR interval, again, it's got this nasty 10 seconds. The other one goes down slightly more. We'll leave that at medium, the PIR sensitivity. Interval is off. The LEDs on auto. Low battery night shot means basically if the batteries are low it won't shoot at night, or you can have no LEDs, so we'll leave it at that. That's the standard. Monitoring period is off. That basically means you can set it to come on at certain times. PIR side ones are set up, they're on. Frequency 60 Hertz. Now, should ours be 50 or 60? That's a good question. I'll have to look that up. Image size. Let's have it on maximum 24. Number of pictures. You can go from 1 to 4. We'll leave it at 1. Shutter speed. Oh, that's interesting. You can alter the shutter speed here. So you've got a 15th, a 20th and a 30th of a second. So we'll leave it at 30, that's a standard. Resolution for the video, you've got 1080, 1296, 2K or 2.7K. So we'll try that. Video length 10 seconds. Recording audio is on. Language English. Return the menu to default settings. No, we'll cancel that. We'll leave it. Format it. We'll format the card because this was used in the previous model. Right. So what's the date today? We were. Let's have a little look. I can't even remember. 11th, I think. Yeah, 11th. Oh, hang on. There's a 12th month. 11th day. Oh, hang on. Oh, no. th. It's a time. 15. 15:29. And won't bother about the seconds. Okay, time format 24 hour, date stamp on, beep sound off. Let's get rid of that. I do not like the beep sound. Camera name, you can name it, you can put a password in it. Auto power off in 3 minutes. That you can change to so it doesn't go off at all. 5 minutes or 10 minutes. We'll leave it at 3. Backlight is a minute. Then you've got your version, what it is at the moment, and then you've got the firmware update. There's no files in there, so that's it. So then we've also got a one-shot button, a mode button, and a replay button, so you can watch it straight back on your screen. So mode, we've got video is 2.7, camera is 24 meg. Yeah, that basically just tells you what's what. And that's about it. So all we've got to do is switch her on, set her up outside and see how we go. So we'll try that and I'll come back with the results. So I've just come out of hospital, so I apologise if I'm sounding a bit groggy. And I'm just reviewing the footage from when I was in hospital. I left it out at home and I'm absolutely astounded by the results. As you can see, compared with the previous model, the CY55, the camera is mounted in exactly the same spot as the 55 was, on the tree about 2 foot from the ground, and you can just see the difference in the quality, the difference in the actual overall view, much wider angled view. The PIRs picked up even my milkman delivering at 2 o'clock in the morning. but they pick up quicker. Even that little rat there, I don't know if you can see him. So I'm absolutely amazed. This is a game changer, considering it's only 10 quid dearer than the previous model that I tried. I think it's absolutely astounding. It's well up there with the much more expensive models that you can buy, the sort of professional type models. I've got a relatively old Bushnell which was nearly £200, and it's on a par with that. It really is. Yeah, absolutely amazed. Thoroughly impressed. Oh, cat's just seen the other cat, I think. And the other thing was there was very few false triggers. Virtually every single trigger there was something in it. Now this is filmed at 2K. It does go up to 2.7, but I only had a 32 gig card, so I thought I didn't want to run out of space, so I'll try it at 2K, and as you can see, it's pretty impressive. I'm even more impressed. I really am. I couldn't believe it. Catches the delivery men, so it's good for security. More delivery men, that's Posty. This is Ralph having a confrontation with a fox. Oh, if I let him out, he'd run a mile. He's a right weed, is my Ralph, but look at that tail wagging. The fox is saying, yeah, but you're behind glass. I want the grub. And that still is... It's unbelievable. I'm really impressed. I'm going to keep... This is a keeper. This really is. So yeah, thoroughly can't say any more about it really. If there's any questions you want, please ask, because I'd be absolutely only too willing to answer them. But yeah, you can do time lapse with this, all sorts of other things it will do, but just as a general, in the garden or in the backyard, whatever. Look at the quality of that. That is really good, and everything is set on basic settings, so you can tweak stuff up and down. This was straight out the box. More delivery men. Well impressed. Give it a 10 out of 10. So thanks for watching, and we'll leave you with a squirrel. And hopefully we'll catch you on the next one.